Hi, how's it going everyone? This is Fine Gaming Connoisseur, and welcome back to this Let's Play of Mortal Online, the second era. This is episode 23. So today I just want to begin by, I want to try buying and using a portable campfire, because I've seen people use it, but I've never used one before, so I just wanted to try this thing out. I think it will come in handy, in future when I'm resting, or if I need to cook something. So I'm just going to go set it up outside the gates, and have a look at the towers. Yeah, apparently one of my viewers have said that the towers don't belong to ES. Apparently they don't exist anymore as a guild or something to that effect. Yep, the towers are still there. Okay. So let's just set it up here. Okay, there we go. So that's my little campfire. When I'm out here in future, when I'm doing, guard, sort of guard duty, then I'll set up a campfire so that anyone who needs it can use it. Okay. So it looks like the guard towers don't. They're not, from what I can see, they're not set up to attack random players. So today I wanted to also try and hunt the razorbacks, because from one of my previous episodes, I think it's episode 20 or something like that, one of my viewers said that maybe I could try hunting the razorbacks. So that's what I'm going to do today. And there's a second tower here, Path of Exile. Maybe that's the guild name, the owner of the towers, but I'm not too sure. And also, I've been thinking about making I've been thinking about crafting my own weapons and my armor. So, just the past few days I've been just thinking about like which of my characters can do what, and so I'm kind of thinking that maybe Tybers can do woodcutting, and there's a razorback. And then my other character, Starkonia, he can do mining. And both of them will be, basically hunting mobs and skinning their carcass for materials. And if I can, I will create a crafter to craft weapons, armor, and shields. Okay. Let's see how we go. I'm not sure how this will turn out. Okay, they're not too strong. Okay. Alright, so there we go. Razorbacks are not too strong. I mean, they're hitting me for 3 damage, so I think I need to skin this carcass because it's weighing me down. As you can see on the that little icon there, you're overweight and slowed by the burden. So let's skin this. Well, they do take a while. Oh, only full grain leather. Okay, so it's not really, doesn't really give you that much. Yeah. Okay. Right, I'll just sit down for a little bit. And we'll kill another one. Yeah, I used to think that Razorbacks were very tough, but you know, I don't really think that they're so tough now. Hit me for 0. Yeah. They do drop quite a big carcass, so you know, it's one of those things that you'll need to skin as soon as you kill it, because if you don't, then it's just going to weigh you down. I mean, I've got 100 constitution, well actually 104 constitution, but it's still weighing me down quite a bit, so let's see what it gives me. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking the reason why it only gives full grain leather is because I think this is SV's way of getting players to hunt all the different kinds of mobs, because I think if the Razorback gave, you know, bone tissue and pig meat, then I think people would stop hunting the pigs in the Tindrem graveyard, I mean the Tindrem gardens, and you know, just pigs in general. So I think it's just a good way to balance things out. Oh, there's another one. Yeah, I'm hoping that, you know, these towers are set up for benevolent purposes. They're not set up to, you know, attack random players or innocent players. You know, hopefully they're set up to, you know, provide protection to innocent players from wandering reds, murderers. So I'll probably put my leather away, and then I will do a bit of scouting. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking that that after these towers have been set up, you know, I think my job has been, you know, sort of like superseded by by a tower. It's kind of like the, you know, the advancement of technology these days. You know, back in the day when it took a person to do a job, and now it's been replaced by machines or robots. You know, it's kind of like that. You know, the towers. It's gave me a shock. I heard the hoofs of a horse hoofs, and then I thought it was a murderer, but thankfully it's just a blue player. might have gone. You know, I'm kind of thinking that the Tindremic Empire is slowly losing its grip on power because of the two things that I see. You know, these plants that are just growing on the walls, unchecked. It seems to be growing a lot more since the last time I saw it. You know, the first time I saw it, it wasn't that much, but now it seems to be just sprouting everywhere. And the fact that it's now possible to set up, you know, towers right outside the gates, you know, it kind of makes me wonder whether, you know, this Tindremic Empire is going to be, you know, it's about to fall or something like that. You know, maybe the emperor is slowly losing grip on power, and it's eventually going to become just like all the other towns. It can be controlled by other guilds, and then eventually the guards can be switched off and you know, turn into a lawless town. I don't know, but you know, that's just a theory that I have. So, and if that's the case, well then, you know, I might have to, yeah, I'm kind of thinking that I might migrate to another city, because the only reason, or part of the reason why I'm still in Tindrem is because the fact that it's always guarded. But if that changes in future, then yeah, I might have to consider moving to another town. So, see how we go. It will definitely make the place very, you know, it will definitely provide, make players move to other towns, and you know, and that will probably see a huge migration of players to other towns, and we might start seeing other towns with more players, because I think a lot of towns outside of Tindrem, they're kind of like sparsely populated. So, you know, if Tindrem is going to become, you know, controllable by other guilds, then we might see more players going to other towns and other cities to, you know, to live and make it their resident town. So I'm just going to finish off by doing a bit of yeah, so I'm just going to go outside and watch out for players and help them out if they need it. But at this stage, I'm kind of thinking, you know, I think my job has been superseded by the towers. But you know, hopefully I can still do my bit, however small that may be. I'll just rest a little bit, because I did get some fatigue from hunting the razorbacks. Okay, so we've confirmed that razorbacks are not hard to kill. So for all players out there, assuming that SV doesn't change things, you know, doesn't buff them up, the razorbacks will be a good source of full grain leather. But you know, also it makes sense to hunt other pigs as well, the ordinary pigs that you see in the Tindrem Gardens, because they will give you bone tissue and pig meat, which will be a source of food. So nice armor, I'd have to say. Okay. So let's just do our regular patrol. It seems like a lot more guards have popped up recently. I'm not sure whether these are, you know, spawned by the game or whether players have, the player guilds have hired them and deployed them here. So like I mentioned, my other character Starkanier, he's slowly getting trained up, so eventually when he's able to wear armor, I will get him to do more things in videos. And also, as opposed to this character Tybers, I'm gonna get him to use heavy armor, train the heavy armor skill so that he can wear the heaviest of armor. Because after all, he's a Thursa Tindremic, so it would be a pity, a bit of a waste if he can't wear the heaviest of armor. So that's my future plans for him. So let's just do a quick round around this area, my regular patrol route. I wonder what that thing is. It's just a yeah, I have been reading on the forums, some people have suggested that all the buildings that you see in Tindrem, the players, people have been suggesting that they should be perhaps converted into player rentable apartments or housing, because right now I think those buildings are just for appearances only. They don't really serve any kind of purpose. So I think that's a good idea. I think SV could consider turning some of those buildings into apartments for players to rent. And the same thing can apply to other cities as well, maybe Meduli, Fabenham, Vada, and so forth. Is there another tower there? Is there another tower that I see? Yeah, it looks like it. Wow, so whoever built these towers, Nara and Jitos. Okay, let's just see whether this is... Okay. Well, I've never seen towers popping up in this area, so I don't know whether it's because no one's ever thought of it, or whether SV has opened up this area for towers to be set up. So yeah, I don't know, but it's definitely changed some things. I think it's added some new dynamics to this area. So before it used to be red players can just freely venture around this area and not face any attack from the guards. Now the players are sort of setting up guard towers. Maybe those towers are used for discouraging red players from coming and just killing blue players. And I guess it'll be a good thing, I suppose, if that's the case, then my services, hopefully my services will still be needed, but and there's another tower. by the way, these are all destructible, so you know, so maybe, you know, if the red players, they want to, okay, so maybe if the red players want to, you know, take out the towers, you know, that's something that they, I think that that's something that they can do, and, you know, revert this area back to, you know, like unguarded status. So who knows? We might see more conflicts and more wars happening here, which will be a good thing. You know, I think it will, you know, make this place a bit more lively and more things happening. So let's see. Who knows? Yeah, I think this place has definitely become safer since the towers have been set up, and I suppose it'll make my job easier. So maybe there is still some future for me as a patrol here in this area. Although, like I said, you know, if Tindrem one day becomes controllable by other guilds, then I might move out to other cities and make my home elsewhere. Because I mean, I do like Tindrem. Tindrem is a, you know, I've grown to like this place, but another player on a mount. You know, I have grown to like this city a lot, but, you know, I suppose, you know, eventually if I have to, then, you know, I will move out to some other place. And there's a player using my campfire. Okay. So I think this is where I'll leave this episode. So hope you enjoyed this video. And as always, if you could please hit the like button. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave it in the section below. Please do subscribe to my channel, and also please share this video. So thanks for watching. This is Fine Gaming Connoisseur, and I will see you in my future videos. Take care.